And there are people that they know that it was him. But as far as their careers, they're not willing to jeopardize their reputation. They're not willing to change their career right now. They don't want the hate that's going on.
All right, so I just put out the video of Gucci third leg going on Adin Ross's stream and responding to the accusations of giving HSV2 to Danae Davis. Now, Danae, she hopped on stream with Adin right after that, and here was her response to Gucci third leg's appearance, okay? Like the video and subscribe. Let's get into this right now.
Basically, as many people know, Danae Frost gave me the opportunity to go on his show, and there I broadcasted my personality. I made a name for myself through what we did on the stream and everything like that. And can I clear up this speculation real quick about Danae? So me and Danae did have sex, protected while we were on his show in November of 2023. I contracted HSV2 February 10th, 2024. I did not know that I had it until late March. I cannot give you the exact date yet. I have to go to Piedmont Urgent Care and get that exact date so I can have that exact receipt for you, right?
Okay.
The last time me and him had vaginal sex was November of 2023. So he does not have HSV.
You said vaginal sex. Did you guys later on have oral sex?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you guys have oral sex?
June.
Okay. A few months ago.
But only oral.
Okay.
Only oral.
Hey man, so again, there's gonna be a lot of sex education that's kind of have to be given to like the mass audience who just don't know. There's a lot of taboo stuff. So you said you contracted it from your knowledge in February. How could you prove, or how would you be able to prove when you contracted it? Because from my understanding of that virus is that someone may have it for a unlimited amount of time, but might only know once they have an outbreak. So how did you know that you contracted at that time, as opposed to maybe you had it all along and the symptoms presented itself at that time that you then went to the urgent care and got tested?
Okay. So with collaborating with Gucci was the first person I've ever seen an active lesion on, or a lesion ever in my life, with a sexual partner that I've engaged with. A friend of mine, whenever I was in high school, contracted HSV, and I saw her lesions, but it looked nothing like his. It was brand new. It was not a healed sore or nothing. He was the first person I've ever had sex with that I saw something like that with. Not only that, a few days, my first time that I ever experienced any kind of irritant was 5 days after I first had sex with Gucci. On February 15th, I thought that I split open my vagina because whenever we were having sex, I couldn't finish because it hurt so bad. I literally thought that I split it open. It started bleeding and everything. I was so dry whenever everything happened. It literally was so confusing to me. And by then, I had already asked him what it was on his penis. No, I did not ask him the first time we had sex what it was on him. But it was his job as a person who knows, and I don't care what you say, Gucci, like, respectfully, you know that you lie. You have ran yourself in circles on the stream all night.
Could we go through that portion? Because he said you were aware of the open sore or cut or lesion. He said he had told you that, and you had said, I watched some of your videos, you said that he had told you that he nicked himself while shaving his shaft, and he came on the stream to say, after that, because y'all filmed 5 scenes, and you could confirm and deny any of these things I'm saying, but I'm just stating what he said. He said maybe while you were giving him fellatio, your teeth worsened the open cut that made it appear like that on the last video. What's your response to all that, man?
My response is that he did not say anything about his lesion or his sore whenever we first engaged in sexual contact.
At all?
It wasn't at all. It wasn't until February 14th whenever we were laying in bed.
Did you notice it? Did you notice?
Yes, I did see it. My thought process whenever I was coming into it was, this was my first collab, professional collab. professional collab. The collaborations that I had prior were all romantic partners that I was comfortable enough to have sex with on camera. He was the first person that I ever had sex with that I did not know prior. And not only that, he was somebody that I was watching online and that I was fantasizing over for the longest. So whenever I got there, I assumed that it was a safe space.
Did you do what did you, sorry, what did you think it was? You know, because you know you did see it. So what did you think that it was?
I honestly, whenever I was going into it, I really didn't think much of it. It wasn't. So what's crazy is the reason what made me ask is because I don't know if I can show the videos anymore, right? But it changed. What it was the first day that I met him turned into 3 different things. You know, I didn't know what it was, what that was on his dick. At first, it was just one little circle, and you can see in the pictures that I posted in that black outfit, you could see that the lesion looked like one little scab. If you scroll over with me in the pink dress, that was the day, February 14th, the day that I asked. You can see that the lesion turned into 3 separate placements. I noticed that he would like put his hand down there. Now I know he was itching it.
So he was itching it. You saw him itch it. You saw him start to itch it.
I saw him put his hand down there and fix himself, and now I know that that's a discreet way to scratch your herpes sore.
Got it.
So I asked him, I was like, hey, what is that on your dick? I didn't say, oh, it changed over time. No, I just said, what is that on your dick? He said, oh, I cut myself while shaving. I said, oh, that's crazy. But Adin, I completely believe you whenever you say that you get hair on your dick.
I do.
I have an ex that had hair on his dick.
Yes.
So whenever I heard him, I was like, no, I've met a man that had hair on his dick before. And I know it's very rare because I've had sexual partners, numerous sexual partners in the past. There's only one man that I came in contact with that had that, but it's still possible. And you guys can get a doctor to come on here and talk about it.
So that's why,
real.
that's why you were kind of like not really like freaking out, because you thought, oh wow, maybe that's just what it was. I understand.
On top of that, he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game.
So you're like, yeah, you're thinking like, oh, there's no way, because he's one of the biggest porn stars in the game. There's no way he could have that. Got it.
I'm 19 years old. This is my first collaboration. I didn't even know that I was supposed to go to talent testing or clear. Bianca Blue, actually, the person that you brought up here, I actually had a conversation with her a little bit afterwards. I would have to check what date it was, but I already told her that he had herpes. She was there the night before I linked up with him. If we compare dates, she was there the night before. If not, she was there 2 nights before, but she was in that range. She was there. And
do you believe he had sex with her during that time?
he had sex with her while he had that outbreak, but she didn't see it. She told me herself she didn't see it. Even whenever we spoke about it and I showed her the videos, she actually saw more videos than the rest of the world saw. She was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? She even confirmed to me, yeah, that looks like herpes. That's why she's not gonna sit up here and say, I don't think he has herpes. She's not gonna say that, she's not gonna corroborate his story because she knows what I told her back whenever I was still devastated about what happened to me.
Do you think she got paid off, or do you think she's just keeping her mouth shut for a specific reason? Why would she say otherwise?
I have no idea. I don't know this girl from really a can of paint. This was just somebody that I wanted to let aware because she was a collaboration of his. After I caught HSV, I actually reached out to numerous porn stars. I met some porn stars in person, like on a whim, randomly, and I told them my story. This story was not necessarily a secret amongst the porn community, especially if I came across you and I came in contact with you, I did tell. I told as many people as I could. It just didn't get far enough.
Got it.
And there are people that they know that it was him. But as far as their careers, they're not willing to jeopardize their reputation. They're not willing to change their career right now. They don't want the hate that's going on, because I'm sure everybody is watching what's going on, how people are talking about me and my situation. These girls don't want to be publicly humiliated. There are other women that are too afraid to speak up. And eventually, after this live stream, I have a really good feeling that they might come out and say what they need to say. But that's basically why I came out.
Real quick, how many girls would you say that have associated themselves with Gucci that you think may have it?
That I think, or that I know so far?
That you know so far.
Both.
Well, allegedly no, whatever, because I don't necessarily know if these girls are completely telling the truth, but I do believe them. Right now, I have 3 people confirmed that are telling me that they got it from him and tested positive after they collabed with him, all of which are on the fence about pressing charges. But I want to say something, and I want to show something real quick, just because he did try to just say that weird stuff about, oh yeah, she probably gave it to me. So I'm gonna go on my Quest Diagnostics. Mind you, I did not know about talent testing or clear whenever this happened. So I'm gonna log in because this man for some reason didn't want to show himself logging in. Little reminder, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that he was known whenever his name was Mandingo Gucci for faking his test results. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind.
Wow.
But if you do your research on him, but watch, it's signing in. Give me a second. But I will show you that March 1st, 2024, I was still negative for HSV2 and HSV1.
And then what was the date that you tested positive for it?
I can't tell you yet. As soon as I call, because I will call the place. I did not get an actual.
Okay.
I didn't get on here. I got a phone call that I tested positive for it.
Okay.
All right, now I want to add this last clip in here because I think it's important for her to talk about the percentages or the chances of you catching HSV2 if you link with her, okay? So she was talking about a recent collab she had with somebody. They talked to a doctor. Here's what she said.
He even called his doctor himself, and his doctor told him that if she doesn't have an outbreak or is about to get an outbreak, the chances of you catching HSV2 is low. It's actually down to 10%. Even if if it's a viral shedding episode, it is still low at 10%.
Y'all, this is a crazy ass situation, bro. And to me, this is shedding a lot of light on the OnlyFans community because, let's be honest, this situation ain't the first situation like this, right? It's probably thousands, tens of thousands of people in this OnlyFans community that have had these type of situations, have come across people with these types of viruses, and they not talking about it. They not willing to tell partners about it or go public with it because they want to keep the money coming in, right? This is almost like generational wealth that some of these creators have been making off of OnlyFans, and they don't want to destroy their career. Regardless of what you think about Danae, I will give her props for coming out and sharing her story, even at risk of, messing up her own situation. Now, I'll also say this thing I see some of these people saying where it's like, oh, nobody's gonna watch her if they know she got this. I'm sure people will still watch. It ain't like you in the room touching her. You know what I mean? I think it's like she just said, it's people who will still work with her if she wants to do scenes. And I think it's still people who will find her attractive and watch her OnlyFans. I know some people, I saw some people on her Instagram saying it don't hit the same. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you watching the content, you're not making any physical contact with her. So it's like, it's one of those things where I think it will hurt her, but I don't know if it will completely cancel her OnlyFans career. That's all I'm saying, right? But at the same time, she's taking a big risk by exposing this, and I'm being honest with you. I think what she's done right now will help clean up the OnlyFans industry at least a little bit. I think some of these girls, especially these new girls coming in, hopefully they'll learn from this situation and be more rigorous about looking at tests, figuring out everybody is clean. Do you have this? Do you have an outbreak? What risk am I taking by sleeping with you? And not only that, I think it's just a reminder for regular people. Hey, you're not safe out here. I got a piece of hair on my mouth. I was not eating no ass, okay? You not safe out here, okay? You got to make sure that you getting tested, because when they show these statistics and they like one in 2 and 3 people, 1 in 3 people, 40%, 60% of the people got HSV1, HSV2, it's damn near confusing to me. It make you just want to strap up and put your penis in your pants, wear a condom, even if you're not doing nothing. At this point, I might just want to wear a condom if I'm walking around the house playing 2K. So y'all just make sure y'all being safe out there. But you know, this is gonna be a crazy situation, and I don't know what's gonna happen next if these other girls come out and, you know, they speak against Gucci third leg. And also, like they say, he has a test coming tomorrow. What if he comes back and his test is negative? It's so many what ifs in this situation as of right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.